Join us for the Incredible Legacy series, where we celebrate the remarkable stories of life's pioneers. Often, the struggles and achievements of countless Americans are forgotten, but through this series, we honor the foundations they have laid for us. Don't miss out on this inspiring journey as we remember and celebrate the legacies that shape our lives.
Life is amazing. As I think about the fact that I am coming to you today, it's a unique position that I find myself in. I'm thinking about how far life has come. This is a part of our legacy series, telling the story. You know, what happens oftentimes, people that have done amazing work, they get forgotten. You know, they die, they transition in life, they're no longer around us. You know, what's in our face, we remember. But unfortunately, the unsung heroes' stories are not told any longer. You know, we pass it down as a legend, as a legacy. We tell the word. And then eventually, after passing, the story is untold. Hi, I am the president of the Inspired Television Network, and my concern with our hundreds of thousands of viewers and millions of subscribers is to make sure the stories of unsung heroes, the American heroes, the people that's done a tremendous work. Today, what you're getting ready to hear is presentation about people that have in cultures and communities throughout America that's done a tremendous work. Now, some may be national and others may be local, but their impact is still seismic. It's changed lives and made people better. And so I want you to follow with me. Let's go on a journey as we tell the story of unsung heroes. Let's go in.
On a balmy Sunday afternoon, April 30th, 1951, the world welcomed a beam of light named Patricia Ann Black. Born to the loving Arthur and Carrie Black in a modest home filled with music and laughter, Patricia, or Pat as she was fondly called, quickly became the heart of her family. Even as a child, her infectious smile could light up the room, and her melodious voice could make the angels pause in their heavenly chorus. Dr. G, goddaughter.
One word comes to mind about what she meant to me. And that word is simply everything. Patricia Ann Black was everything to me. She was not only the obvious, my godmother, she was my protector. She was my disciplinary. She was my teacher. She was my mentor. Now you gotta know, as a kid, I absolutely could not stand her. I thought she was the meanest woman this side of the Mason-Dixie line. I mean, she was just outright mean for no reason. God allowed me to live long enough to see that she had reason in everything that she did. But you know, as a kid, we just don't understand why our parents and our guardians are sticklers about everything. Children should be seen and not heard. You can't talk when she's talking. When grown folks in the room, you exit the room. When somebody tell you to do something, you know, you don't talk back. You just say, yes, ma'am, or yes, sir. You know, she just had very basic rules that to me were just some of the hardest things in the world. We weren't allowed to have an opinion. We couldn't say what we'd like to do or what we wanted or what we thought. I just thought that was crazy. Why would somebody have children living under those kind of constraints? Oh, but she knew a God. She knew a God, and she knew of a plan for my life that I had no idea that God would take me or he would allow me to venture into. And she molded me even from a child to be who I am ultimately called to be. She was my protector. Now, she didn't play the radio. In fact, I don't think she had one, or it got stolen or something. But she didn't play about me. You didn't come up against me. You didn't mistreat me. You didn't talk ill about me in her presence. She was my protector. She kept me away from things and from people that did not mean me any good or did not have my best interests at heart. She was my teacher. She taught me not only to sing and to act and to speak, but she taught me about life. She taught me morals. She taught me values. She taught me let your yes mean yes and your no mean no. She taught me not to stutter. She taught me to look somebody flat-footed in the eye and say yes or say no, and then stand by what I what I said. She was my mentor. She, when I got to the point where I started molding young lives, I often would reach out to her with crazy situations and scenarios and say, Mom, how would you handle this? What would you do if a kid did so and so, if this happened? And she'd always tell me, now, this is the gospel according to Pat Black. I don't know that you can use this in today's times, but what I would have done back in the day. And of course, you couldn't do it verbatim the way she did it. But I was always able to adapt something that she said and make it into something that was useful. So yeah, she was my protector. She was my teacher. She was my mentor. And I'm glad that the circle and the table of life is round and it eventually spins back around. And I lived long enough that she became my friend, my very best friend. There was nothing I couldn't and that I did not share with her. When life tried to break me, it was her that held me together and reminded me that I was called even from my mother's womb and that I was made for such a time as this, that I was cut from a different cloth and they don't make the fabric anymore, and that nothing could not break me because I was not built to break. She was my friend. She didn't always tell me what I wanted to hear, but she told me what was true. She told me what was right. She always gave me sound advice. She was my wise counselor. I would often call her. We talked a lot of times, late night. She didn't sleep at night just like I didn't. And so our conversation might start at midnight and go on to about 3 o'clock in the morning. We're going to watch a couple of talk shows together. She liked the Wendy Williams show, everybody knows. We watched Wendy Williams together every night on the telephone. That was at 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I'd have to get up and go to work. I'd be like, Mom, I'll be so tired tomorrow. She said, sleep on the job, baby, sleep on the job. And indeed, I did sleep on the job. But we had that kind of relationship where we could share things. I didn't have to pretend with her. I didn't have to hide because she knew everything anyway. She could see right through you. Anybody that knows her knows she can look right at you and she can tell what's true. She can tell what's not true. So, it was just authentic. As she began to get older and her health began to fail, we started having some serious conversation about a day such as this when she is no more. And initially when she started having the conversation with me, I said, Mom, let's not talk about that. You're going to be here. You're probably going to bury me because you're about to drive me crazy. I just did not want to think of a day or a time when she would not be here. And so I was trying to refuse the conversation, but her and her boisterous, could be overbearing ways, she just forced with the conversation. No, I'm going to leave. And this is what is important. This is what you must do. And I need you to look at me and I need you to listen to me. I know you don't want to hear it, but I need you to hear these instructions. She say, I need you to move on. I need you not to waste years and time in grief and sorrowing for me. I've had a good life. I've done some of everything. I have left no stone unturned. I need you to move on and I need you to live so that I never die. And so each day, as I'm engaging in ministry and the different things in life, I often think of her and her challenge to me to live in order to keep her alive. I call her name as often as I can. I reminisce on her. She told me, she said, I need y'all to stick together. I need you to see about Bit. I need you to see about Deborah and to see about Shauna and to see about Chanel. I need y'all to just stick together. Teeth and tongue fall out. I don't need you to always agree, but I need you all to be agreeable and to be together. I need y'all to look out for one another. I need y'all to love one another. She was all about loving and showing love to your family and being there. I thank God for Patricia Ann Black. I don't know where I would be if she hadn't loved me. If she hadn't been my mom, I simply don't know where I'd be. And so in this bittersweet moment, I breathe and I smile and I speak her name so that she lives on. Patricia Ann Black, she was the GOAT.
Pat's journey as a leader started early when she became one of the youngest members to confess Christ and be baptized under the guiding hand of the late Reverend King David Britt at Second Missionary Baptist Church. Her voice, a divine gift, found its first platform in the children's choir. Often leading the choir, Pat's soprano notes would rise and fall in perfect harmony, gripping the hearts of everyone who listened. As she grew, so did her love and talent for music. She shared her gift through school choruses and local recitals, enchanting her community with every performance. Graduating from William Marion Raines High School in 1969, Pat was awarded a music scholarship to Edward Waters College. It was here that she met the indomitable H. Alvin Green, a mentor who saw in her the potential to transform the world through song. Ronnie Shaw, lifetime friend and former high school boyfriend.
Patricia's passing a year ago, and I just want to take this time to talk about Pat. And of course, we met in high school. She was in the chorus, I was in the band, and around 11th grade, we started going together. I would see her sitting at the back window out of her kitchen, because we used to go through her yard to get back to Avenue B to walk home. And her parents were real nice to me, and her sister and brothers. Anyway, she was very nice, very beautiful, even though she changed physically over the years, as we all did. But she was still beautiful to me. Patricia was loved by everyone. She loved the Lord, she loved her friends, and she loved her family. And I will miss her. She will be missed. She was a tremendous musician. We talked about music all the time. She'll be missed. I love you, Patricia.
Under Professor Green's tutelage, Pat's talents flourished. He ignited a passion within her that went beyond singing. He nurtured her dramatic flair and encouraged her to form choirs that would become the soul of the community. Cultural Express Unlimited, the Ebony Angels, the J.W. Honeysucker Community Choir, the H. Alvin Green Memorial Chorale, and the Heavenly Angels were born from Pat's relentless dedication and love for music. Her first professional role as a choir directress at Central Metropolitan CME Church was the turning point. Pat's ability to connect with people through music was unparalleled. She could feel the rhythm of life in every note and taught her choirs to do the same. Her choirs were more than just groups. They were families bound together by melodies and harmonies. Patricia McCarthy, Associate Minister.
Today, I am truly honored to have been asked to say a word as we remember our dear sister and my beautiful namesake, Patricia Ann Block. The Lord led me to the book of Psalms, and in my reading, there are over 50 Psalms written by David, and he's referred to as the director of music. And it leads me to honor and praise God for the beautiful gift, talent that he placed in the heart and spirit of our dear sister, truly as a musical director. There's something about a person whom God entrusts with providing and giving excellence in praise and worship. And Patricia Block embraced this with her whole heart. So today, as we come to remember our dear sister, we thank God for her being the director of music to each of us. I didn't have the privilege to sing in the H. Alvin Green course here with the affiliations with Edward Waters College. But I do believe that if there's a choir in heaven, that Patricia Block is a director. And
Professionally, Pat spent 34 fruitful years at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida, retiring in 2008. But she was far from the type to slow down. Pat was the life of every party, her laughter contagious, her cooking mouth-watering, and her energy boundless. She loved playing bid whist, going to the casino, and of course, working with her choirs. Good music and good food were the spices of her life. In her later years, Pat rededicated her life to Christ, joining St. Stephen AME Church under Pastor Michael Mitchell. She sang with the United Choir and served on the usher board, spreading her warmth and joy to all who crossed her path. Derek Black Sr., baby brother.
I remember clearly when Pat bought a new stereo, floor model kind with the turntable, sitting in the middle and the lights flashing on the side. And she had one record that she played over and over and over again. And it was entitled, I'll Take Care of You. That's when she fell in love for the first time, when she started singing that song and playing that song. Pat used to wake up early in the morning, take a shower, and when she wake up and take her shower, she wake everybody else up because she go in the shower singing Ave Maria. Madam Butterfly, screaming to the top of her lungs. As a child, I used to think something was wrong with her because I couldn't understand nothing she used to say when she's singing all that opera stuff. But Mom and Daddy let her do it and made sure nobody ain't complained about it because they said she needed to practice. She did. And practice she did.
So I've been asked to say a few things
Derek Black
about
Jr.,
my auntie, how she
nephew.
has influenced and impacted my life, which can really go on for a couple hours if I put my mind to it. But to start off, she was a big stickler about respect, not only to your elders, but to your peers. And when I was young, you only really think about respect as saying yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, holding the door open for people. But it's a bigger thing. And once I matured and was getting older and having experiences in the world, I will always think about my auntie Pat and how respect, not only for children and kids, but respect in general was just so important to her. I think that's helped me network and open doors for me when I'm just out and about, just being respectful and treating people how I would want to be treated. But it has helped me walk through doors and shake hands with people that I'm not sure I would have been able to shake hands with if I haven't just, put my move with respect and respecting them and in a way demanding respect because I was going to get respect. So respect was a big thing, and I can always remember her telling us as kids, stay in the child's place whenever we would, try to, I guess, get out of line or involve ourselves in something that we wasn't supposed to be involved with. So respect was definitely one of the ways she has influence and impact my life for the better. Another thing is, if you know my auntie, she was gonna say what was on her mind, and I picked up on that, because auntie wasn't going, she wasn't gonna hold back, at least with me, and my brothers and my cousins. She wasn't going to hold back. She was going to say what she wanted to say. And I think that helped me as well, too. Being around that and seeing her always speak her mind. Right now, I would never, ever hold anything in that I need to get off my chest. I'm never going to let things build up inside me without expressing myself. And I feel like out of all my aunties and uncles on my dad's side of the family, I think she was definitely the one that was going to be not even outspoken, but just if she had to say something, she was going to say it, and she was going to mean what she said. And another thing I could say that she has influenced or impacted my life is being confident in my decisions. When we would go up there, we would go to Jacksonville, and she would ask me my plans. And, when you're young, you really don't know what you want to do and how you're going to go about things. But she would always tell me, whatever you decide, you have to be sure. If you're not sure, you just need to prepare yourself a little more. You have to do your research, and you have to do your due diligence about whatever it is that you want to do. It don't matter if it was, hey, I want to go see a movie. Like, well, what movie you want to see? Something as small as that, or something as big as your career field. I remember when I got out of high school, I didn't know what I wanted to be, what I wanted to do for a career. And she told me, she said, hey, whatever you decide to do, just know you're gonna have the support, and know that you need to be confident in what you want to do, because no one else has to live your life. You have to live your life. And I think about that often. Even now, I'm going through a career change now. So going back, I always have her lessons and her words in my head. You just got to, like I said, you got to be, she would tell me, you got to be confident and have to be sure about what you want to do. And if you're not sure, it's just you haven't done the adequate research that you need to be doing to make sure that you're confident and sure. So those are the few things.
Pat's love for Edward Waters College never waned. She raised thousands of dollars for students and the choral program, ensuring that her beloved mentor's legacy lived on. One of her proudest moments was watching the H. Alvin Green Memorial Chorale perform at the New Year's Emancipation Proclamation celebration. On August 2nd, 2023, Pat peacefully slipped into eternity, leaving behind a treasure trove of cherished memories. Her legacy is etched in the hearts of her family, friends, choir members, and all the lives she touched. Patricia Ann Black's life was a symphony of love, leadership, and music, a melody that will echo through the ages. Gloria Simon, today, best friend.
It's going to be very emotional for me. On August the 2nd, 2023, I lost my best friend. Everybody know about all her accomplishments in life, but I just want to talk about her heart. She had a heart of gold. There wasn't anyone or anybody she didn't love. She was a master musician when it came to voice and speech. She saw everybody's talents, and she found a way to improve them in a very special way. She would always say, you don't have to be the best singer. You don't have to have the best voice. Just give me what God has given you, and I will get all the rest out of you. As my friend, we were friends for over 46 years. And I mean best friends. We went through a whole lot of situations, some ups and downs, some great times, some bad times. But through it all, she was my best friend. Someone who I could depend on to tell me when I was wrong, to tell me when I was right, to give me every emotional upbringing in my life. She was there for that. And today, I got up this morning, and the first song I listened to on my car radio was best friend. You're my best friend till the end. We're thicker than and closer than any brother or sister could ever be. So I say all the emotions, every bit of what God has given me in my life was my true best friend. So I want to say today, thank you, Patricia, for being the person that I admire, the person that I love, the person that keeps me going from day to day, the one who makes me a better person, even without you here with me on this side of earth. But on God's side of earth, I wake up every morning saying, I love you. I appreciate everything in my life that you went through with me. Every times that we went on trips to Las Vegas, we had all the fun and went through all the different aspects of winning and losing, but we were there together as friends. I also want to thank you when I was in the military, before I retired. Every up and down I had, every emotion I went through, every promotion, every hard time, you were there. Even when we went through family issues with each other's families, you were there. And even though you're not here today, and we want to remember you and your legacy, because I know it's going to live on forever. It may be 5 to 10 years from now, but we're going to always talk about Pat Black and how she impacted everybody's lives. From a little kid of the Angel Choir, to the H. Alvin Green Choir, to the J.W. Honeysuckle Choir. She impacted lives. She helped them when they didn't have anything. Even though she wasn't a rich person in life, she was a rich person in spirit and heart. And she gave everything she had to each and every person she could. Her talents, her meanness, her sternness, her caring, and even when we thought she could be the meanest person in the world, she gave her heart. She might have cussed you out a time or two, but in the end, it was what we needed when we needed it. So I want to say once again, on my best friend, home in eternity, I will always, always love you for who you are, who you was to this society, and who you were to me. I just want to say thank you for being my best friend.
She lived a life full of love and music, and she touched everyone she met with her warmth and kindness. Her legacy is one of beauty, grace, and undying love. She will forever be missed but never forgotten. In the undying echoes of her melodies and the boundless love she shared, Patricia Ann Black's spirit continues to inspire and uplift. Her life was a testament to the beauty of music and the power of a loving heart, a symphony that will resonate in the hearts of all who knew her for generations to come.
Hopefully you were mesmerized as though I was hearing the narration of the life of the story of true American heroes. You know, the work that we do to make the world a better place is all we can do. You know, all of us have some level of contribution, something that we have to offer the world to make the world a better place. And today we were able to witness a contribution. Now, I want you to continue to support this legacy experience as we tell the story of unsung heroes of America, people that's made great contribution. Now, if you have someone that's dear to you and you want us to tell their story, please contact us at the Inspire Television Network. We're happy to be a part of the process because we want the story told.
If Patricia Black's life has touched you and you'd like to help continue her legacy by reaching people around the world, please help us share her message. You can donate to her foundation's annual scholarship by mailing your contributions to 1354 Summit Oaks Drive East, Jacksonville, Florida 322221, or by using more conventional methods like Cash App. Let's make sure the world always remembers Pat Black.
What an amazing production tonight. Prophecy fulfilled, someone telling the story of one of our many, many, many unsung heroes. Hats off to our network president. We're looking forward to bringing more stories like the one you just saw to the network, and we need your help. If you know someone that has done some incredible work in the community, living, deceased, and you'd like for their story to come forth, we want you to reach out to us. Drop us an email and let us know why you think their story should be told. If we don't tell the story, then who's going to tell the story? We need your help. You tell us, and we'll tell everyone.